White flag raised. They're off and running in the Irish Daily Mirror Novice Hurdle over 3 miles as they begin the run towards the first. On the inside, Acapella Bourgeois is the first to show with Arquist alongside. They make their way towards the first. Sandy Mount Duke is prominent, and just on their outside is A Genie in a Bottle. They're followed by the Barrowman, and just behind them, Emerging Force is towards the inside. After them comes Gangster. As they make their way across from the stands towards the second flight, Sandy Mount Duke moves to dispute the lead with the Genie in the Bottle and Acapella Bourgeois towards the inside. Big Bad John has made headway up on the outside now to contest the lead as they make the turn and race across now towards the third. And Acapella Bourgeois just the leader from Big Bad John in second. Sandy Mount Duke is racing third. The Barrowman is just behind them as they race across on the approach towards flight number 3. A Genie in a Bottle is next, and they're followed by Arquist, who's towards the outside of Emerging Force. After them comes Gangster, and towards the inside is Bellshill, with the back marker of the field as they race towards the next flight. Bellshill, so they're racing across now to the flight before they'll turn into the straight, and Acapella Bourgeois and Sandy Mount Duke with on their outside. Close up just behind them is Big Bad John, and these are being followed on the approach to the straight by A Genie in a Bottle on the outside of Arquist, and then comes the Barrowman. Emerging Forces next as they come now to make the swing that'll take them towards the flight in front of the stands. And the leader is Acapella Bourgeois against the rail. Big Bad John the stand side. In between them, Sandy Mount Duke, A Genie in a Bottle, and Arquist just in behind, and they're being followed by the Barrowman as they come now to race over the flight that'll take them up to past the judge, a circuit of the track ahead of them in the Irish Daily Mirror Novice Hurdle. And it's on the rail Acapella Bourgeois and David Mullins. From on the near side, Big Bad John, Trevor Whelan. Sandy Mount Duke's running third for Robbie Power. Taking them on now towards the run away from the stands now towards the bend, and in front Acapella Bourgeois from Big Bad John. Sandy Mount Duke and A Genie in a Bottle on the outside. These are being followed by Arquist, and just behind them Gangster, the Barrowman, and just behind them Emerging Force. Bellshill is towards the inside, Stoneheart and the back marker Coney Island. So they turn now to make the run and swing towards the next flight before making the descent down the far point of the track. And the leader remains Acapella Bourgeois from Big Bad John in second, and Sandy Mount Duke is third. A couple of lengths then to A Genie in a Bottle, who's fourth. Arquist is towards the inside in fifth, and then comes the Barrowman, being followed by Gangster. Emerging Forces next, and then comes Bellshill towards the inside with Stoneheart and Coney Island. So they continue now down towards the flight at the bottom of the hill with little change in the order as Acapella Bourgeois continues in front. Big Bad John and Sandy Mount Duke dispute second and third. In fourth place, Arquist in company with the Genie in a Bottle. They're being followed towards the outside by Gangster. The Barrowman is on the inside. Emerging Force, and they're being followed by Bellshill with Stoneheart and Coney Island, the final pairing. So they're beginning to make the turn now to take them right across from the stands. They've got just over a mile to go. Acapella Bourgeois continuing in front of Sandy Mount Duke and Big Bad John. 2 lengths to Arquist in fourth, followed then by A Genie in a Bottle with the Barrowman on the inside of Emerging Force. Racing now to the flight right across from us. Acapella Bourgeois, Sandy Mount Duke, Big Bad John, Arquist, A Genie in a Bottle, Emerging Force, the Barrowman and Gangster. Bellshill towards the inside, and Stoneheart and Coney Island as they continue across now towards the fourth flight from the finish. Acapella Bourgeois, David Mullins, Sandy Mount Duke almost on terms, Robbie Power. A couple of lengths to Big Bad John, and they're followed by Arquist. After them is A Genie in a Bottle, and towards the outside Gangster trying to improve. In behind them comes Coney Island, improving a couple of places ahead of Emerging Force. Bellshill, the Barrowman has dropped back, and Stoneheart last. Racing now with 3 left to jump in the Irish Daily Mirror Novice Hurdle, and Acapella Bourgeois, who's been in front from the start, still leads Sandy Mount Duke. Rising now to the third from home, Acapella Bourgeois. Stoneheart's pulled up. Acapella Bourgeois and Sandy Mount Duke dispute the lead. They're followed by Arquist, and then comes a Genie in a Bottle. Coney Island improving just behind them. Gangster is next, and then comes Bell's Life. So they're on the run for home. They've jumped the second last. They're on the last bend into the straight, and Acapella Bourgeois, Sandy Mount Duke, Coney Island now 2 lengths off them, and Bell's Life has moved into 4th place after Bellshill, a couple of lengths to a Genie in a Bottle and Gangster. Acapella Bourgeois off the last bend leads. Sandy Mount Duke, Coney Island and Bellshill towards the outside. They're on the run down to the final flight now. Acapella Bourgeois, Sandy Mount Duke on the outside now. Bell's Life in between them, Coney Island. The final flight now, and Bellshill is over in front. Bellshill lands in front for Ruby Walsh. In second is Coney Island, and on the run up towards the finish, it is Bellshill, driven out by Ruby Walsh. Coney Island trying to come back, but Bellshill lost it out to score for Andrea and Graham Wiley. Second is Coney Island, Sandy Mount Duke third, Acapella Bourgeois 4, and they're clear of Gangster in 5th.